Shalom.
Shalom.
This is another Friday night going into the Sabbath sundown. This is Voice of a Watchman. Excuse me. We have a very detailed lesson tonight, so get your notepads and get your Bibles and get some. We're going to go into a lesson that is titled "The Earth is Flat, Fully Proven."
Awesome. Good. Say it
So
again.
we're going to fully prove tonight that the Earth is flat, according to the Bible and according to ancient history. So
Go ahead, Josh.
this is a very
Clear the air.
interesting subject, because what we're gonna there's a very I would say widespread lie that the Earth is a globe rotating on an axis, spinning through space.
Not just, no, not a lie, John. I would say really misinformed. Or, I hate to say the other way. I mean, I hate, but deceived. It's either you're misinformed or you're deceived that the world is round. It's like a ball, a bouncing ball. It's impossible. It's impossible. Can I say something? There's millions, right, Tony, Joshua? Millions across this world, across this earth, that believe that they're spinning so fast that they can't feel it. Like I used to believe.
So,
okay,
we're going to take our time tonight. So this is Voice of a Watchman coming to you in the mighty name of the Most High, Ahayah.
Yes.
Bahashem, Yashayah, Wa, Kudash, and the Holy Spirit.
Thank you.
Which is a woman.
Feminine gender. That's right.
The Holy Spirit is not a male. The Holy Spirit is a woman.
Awesome. And we'll bring that another time, and we'll prove to you that it's not a man.
So we have been taught through school and through modern pseudoscience or false science,
right, that
we are on a globe rotating at 1,000 miles an hour, spinning on an axis at 60,000 miles an hour, and rotating through a galaxy at 100,000 miles an hour.
Because they explain away that's why the water doesn't fall off the earth, because the earth's spinning so quick.
And we are in a galaxy, and here's the problem with all that. Not to mention that that's completely illogical lies. But where is God in all that? If the Most High is above the earth and the earth is spinning all over the place, where's God at? So you have to go way outside the earth, and you're not even near him. So the real reason the round earth agenda is pushed, or the globe earth agenda is pushed, is because the atheists want you to not believe there's a God in this world. Because if the earth is flat, let me say it like this: since the world is flat, because it is flat, then where's the Most High is right above you. So,
good. That's good, Josh.
The earth is not round.
Not round in the shape of a ball, like 8, 10 sides. What's that thing that goes around? NASA has that. They have all these things going around the world like that, you know, like that. You're like a basketball. The world is not like a basketball. the continent is not on the other side of the world. That's a metaphor. That it could be on the other side of the world, on the flat side of the earth. Yeah. But it's not around the world on the other side.
And there's a couple logical ways by observation that you can see that the earth is not flat with your naked eye. The earth is not a globe with your naked eye.
Have we been checking that out, Josh, ourselves? No, go ahead.
If you look at the earth, when you stand outside, the first thing you can notice is the earth is not spinning, or you cannot feel the earth spin. But as soon as you get on a merry-go-round, no, that thing that you stand on and it spins,
and you use your feet at the park, at the children's
yeah,
park?
what do they call that?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I know what you're saying. We're on the air, tell me.
Yeah,
We're on the air.
We're on right now.
Who is it?
Jordan.
Oh,
We're on the air.
yeah, tell him I'll call him after we get off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll call you after we finish.
Hey, Jordan.
John.
So what happens is before and we're going to show you through ancient history that the earth was never viewed as a globe. This is a fairly new idea, only about 500 years old. So back to the observable logic. When you stand on the earth, when you stand outside, you don't feel the ground move underneath you because the ground is solid. And another way you can tell the earth is not flat, not round, but is flat is when you build a building and you use a plumb bob, which is a line with a weight at the bottom of it.
Plumb line.
And it has a pointer at the bottom to point to the bottom of the foundation.
Of the diagram, that's right.
At the bottom of what you're trying to build to get the best level. See, you couldn't build on a round spinning object a perfectly straight building because it would be tilted.
Yeah.
So.
And it would be spinning. So how are you going to build it?
Right.
I mean, this is common sense. This is like, I mean, we're going to prove to you in other ways that Josh is going to prove tonight. And our ministry is to prove all things. Prove all things.
Again and again, we never use objects or measuring tools that measure roundness when you build. If you've ever been in the construction industry, which my father has been in and I have worked in them in, you have never seen someone, a builder, use a round measuring tool to measure.
Never.
You've always seen them use flat levels, a square. What do they call that? A carpenter square? That long metal thing
up and
with
down.
the angle stick?
It would always, it would turn, but it would always be straight. It would never be like this.
Yeah. Why? Because they're trying to find the best level place to put up a foundation.
That's it.
So none of the tools that we use to build with show that the earth is round, because if the earth was round, then the tools that we use to build with would reflect that in some way.
Yeah, can I say something real quick? Yeah. No, I don't want Josh to lose his thought. No, he won't. Yashayah even said, if you build on this foundation, gold, silver, right? You will see a reward. A foundation has to be square and flat.
Yeah.
He even said it.
Even though what he was saying wasn't talking about the earth necessarily, but he used the term build on this foundation.
Okay. So he could have said, if you build on this round object, he could have said that.
Mhm.
The Most High will never say anything that he can't back either.
So before we go into script, and we got a lot of scriptures, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna deal with some scholastic or scholarly definitions.
Let me read it. I can give it to you.
We're gonna go into the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. We're gonna go to
Webster.
into the Webster's Dictionary of the English
Now,
Language.
for all you, all you know-it-alls, that you're ashamed to use these dictionaries. There's a lot of wisdom and knowledge in these books.
And we're gonna go into
Josephus.
the complete works of Flavius Josephus. Now, Flavius Josephus was a Hebrew Israelite. Ignore that Caucasian image because he was not Caucasian. He was black.
That's right.
So before we go into all this, the notion of the flat Earth, the round ball Earth, really took on popularity during the Renaissance or the rebirth of Europe, under a man called Nicholas Copernicus, who is a Greek philosopher. Now, what he did, he built a Earth system that is not only wrong, it's antichrist, because he made a heliocentric system with the sun in the middle of the world. Now, and if you look at, that's where all this came from, because every single way you are taught in school today, the sun is the middle of the world universe, and the earth is going around the sun. Now, why would he make that? Because the pagan Greeks, which he was a Greek, he was Edomite according to the Bible. All the pagans reverenced the sun.
Good, Tom.
So and I'll say that again, all pagan cultures in the earth, even the ones that realized and knew the earth was flat, reverenced the sun as their main god. So the best way to make everyone in the earth ignorantly reverence the sun before you wake up is make a system where the sun is center in the earth. Instead of the earth being center and the sun being the light of the earth, you make the earth secondary to the sun, because your foreparents worship the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole round ball earth philosophy is not only a lie, it's sun worship.
That's right.
When you research, when you look into it, it's sun worship.
And that's just what they're doing on Sunday. Worshiping the sun. You don't even know it.
First scholastic history we're going to go into is the works of Flavius Josephus. Now, Flavius Josephus was a Hebrew historian. Now, this is going to really bring into focus what we're saying, because this is going to get, before we go even into the Bible. Now, Josephus he lived around the time of Christ, which is about 30 AD, and he lived during the lives of the apostles. So this was a Jew who was a recorder of the history of his people, the oral history of his people. So let's see what the Jews' view of the earth was, according to a Jewish Hebrew Israelite historian.
Okay.
And I'll have my dad read this. The complete works of Flavius Josephus. This is book 1, Antiquities. This is the recount of the creation. And I will ask my dad to start at verse 30.
Okay.
At where I'm
Book 1, containing the integral of the 3,833 years.
verse 30.
Okay.
This is book 1,
I'm sorry.
chapter
Oh,
1,
you were reading here. I'm sorry, Josh.
verse 30.
All right.
After.
Okay. Take your time. Okay. Ready? Book 1. After this, on the second day.
On the what?
Second
On
day,
the second day, what?
he placed the heaven.
He placed, he what?
He placed the heaven.
He what?
Placed
He placed or
created.
created.
The heaven over the whole.
Wait. He around.
Over.
Around.
Over.
Come
on. The whole world. And separated it.
And he what?
Separated
Read.
it from the other parts.
Mm-hmm.
And he determined it should stand by itself.
So that the heaven should stand, not revolve.
Stand.
So it should what?
Stand doesn't turn.
Read.
He also placed a crystalline firmament round it and put it together in a manner agreeable to the earth. Now explain the round, what they mean by round. Flat, round, this way, not like a ball. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. And fitted it for giving moisture and rain, and for affording the advantage of dews.
So the Most High made
it's impossible for the world to be shaped like a ball, Tony, a basketball. It's impossible. And then there's other, people that are well known on YouTube, and I'm not going to say anything bad about them or nothing like that. I'm not going to do that because I still believe this to this day, Tony. Even though I ministered on the street for 15 years in New York City, starting in 1984, repenting. All right, I didn't come into understanding until later on in life, but I know this Bible doesn't lie, and it's all through the Word that the world is flat. How do you know I was preaching in Babylon, Tony, at the time?
So now I'm going into the Webster Dictionary.
So be patient. We try to be patient, especially when there's something that really needs to be said and shown and proved, to be proven. I want to say this in love to all our viewers, and especially the other even camps or churches that are on YouTube. I believe that most of us do believe that the earth is flat. That just proves to me over and over again since I've ministered His word.
So because
Hold on, that no one has it all together. No matter who you are.
We read that the sky is a crystalline firmament, or a crystal firmament. Now, what is a crystal? This is the definition of crystal. This is page 220 in the Webster Dictionary of the English Language.
Yeah, what do you want me to read? Okay. Yeah, let me read it. Where is it? Crystalline.
First, this is the fifth. This now they give you a list of definitions.
Okay, so read them.
This is the fifth definition they have.
Okay.
And this is the one that fits the definition of the firmament.
You read it, Josh.
Now listen to this. This is now the firmament is a glass covering over the face of a watch.
Huh.
Now, if you look at a watch, what does it have over it? It has a dome over it, a face. And that face is clear.
Come on.
So, and I just want to clear some.
Well, look at that.
A compass. What is a compass? This is an instrument for determining direction as by measure of free rotating magnetized needle that indicates magnetic north. See, and there's another way that you know the earth is not round, because on a round spinning axis earth, you cannot have a north and south because everything is rotating. So how can you know what north and south is?
There you go. If it's always spinning.
North is up and south.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
but you're right, but you won't know why you're spinning, Mary. You
If
can't
the
know.
earth is rotating.
Right, if it's rotating.
The second definition is the enclosed limits of an area. The enclosing limits of an area. Now, that's more exact, because when the Most High set a compass on the earth, he enclosed the earth within a dome, or the firmament is a dome. Now, what is a dome? And I'm going to get that definition and let my dad read it. But I want to
Take his
read
own.
these give me a pen, please.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
No problem. And so a compass is a instrument with a needle, or a needle in the middle that is magnetized. So the earth is magnetized. So the way a compass works is the center is magnetized and the pointer moves according to your position, or your magnetic north or south position, or east or west. So this is how the earth is. It's up, vertical, south, and horizontal, east and west.
Hold on.
Or flat,
Right,
with
right.
a circle.
Josh, when you go out, when we went to grandma's, right? Where did we have to go?
Uh-huh.
North,
Uh-huh.
right? And we came back, where'd we go?
South.
Okay.
The
Did we
third,
go around?
no. This is good.
When we went to, when we went to Louisiana, right? We went west. Okay. Go ahead, Josh.
Often compass is an instrument for drawing circles. Now, when you think of a circle is not a ball. A circle is like this.
That's right.
So, hold on.
The Most High, he sits upon the circle of the earth.
Like this image of a compass. That is not a ball. That is not a ball or a globe.
What is that?
That is a circle
That's a flat circle.
with directions. So the earth is flat. That's how. What do you think a clock on your wall is? All a clock on your wall is a giant sundial.
No, it's a ball.
All clocks are sundials. They track the movement of the sun and
And
the
they're all
moon.
flat.
Right. And this is an instrument for drawing circles or circuits,
Mm-hmm.
generally of two moving legs, hinged at one end.
Uh-oh.
There it is. And I got
A round ball does not have ends. I think Amelia Earhart found that out, didn't she, Tony?
Yeah.
She found it out the hard way, didn't she?
Yeah.
She went to the end of the earth. And what happened?
Crash.
They couldn't find her.
I couldn't find it.
Uh-huh. So we're going to try to do our best to break it down tonight. You can have
a clear
conscience on it, or you can still say, you know, that's up to you, but we're bringing you the best proof we can. You know,
dome.
Okay, dome. Now a dome. Okay.
What is a dome, or what is the firmament? So the firmament is like a dome, but what is a dome? Read.
Dome. A hemispheric vault of a building or room.
So wait a minute. So what is a hemisphere or what is half of a ball? It's a hemi or half. So the hold on.
That's good, Josh. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah, that says a lot right there. See, Tony, that's actually how the world really looks. It's a half a ball on a foundation, Tony.
Yeah.
And that's the dome over it. The foundation is the earth on pillars, and there's a round dome over it. But see, because of American history and the lies throughout the history of the church, they have brainwashed many people by believing that the earth is a round ball.
We had a bigger bowl, but
Bring that, Josh. That's good.
so
I'll hold
according
it.
to the definition
You got it,
of
Josh?
dome
Go ahead.
and a firmament that we read out of Josephus, and we're defining some words.
Give me the plate first. Hold it. Hold the dome. Hold the dome. Hold the dome. This is planet Earth. It's on foundations. Go ahead.
So this is where the continents would be,
Mm-hmm. The face
in the middle,
of the Earth.
the middle, surrounded by oceans.
That's
or
right.
waters on the rims,
And ice.
and ice, which is this,
Uh-huh.
covered by a dome.
That's what the Earth looks like.
And if you
It's
notice,
a big round dome. It's not quite like that. but it's
the dome is see-through or
right,
clear.
Clear. Good, Josh. Good.
Um,
Oh, we're going to Enoch too. That's good.
mhm.
I like sticking to the word of the Most High because it says it all in there about the flat Earth.
Okay.
But you need history books. You need definitions. You do. You need these kind of books. I'm sure you have them all, but you should use them.
So read that out of Josephus again, and before we continue.
Okay. He placed the heaven over the whole world.
Start it after again.
After this, on the second day, he placed the heaven over the whole world.
Oh, he around the whole earth.
Over.
What?
Over. North, south, east, west.
Mm-hmm.
And separated it from the other parts. In other words, the land. And he determined it should stand.
It should what?
It should move.
It should
It should spin. It should stand by itself.
There you go.
The earth is not moving. You have to be an imbecile. I'm not calling you that, but you have to be. Me too. To think that, Tony, that I walk outside, the earth is spinning. I got to be on drugs, maybe. I don't know. Maybe
Now,
I'm drunk. The earth is not spinning.
we can actually make this. There's a lot of good information. If you go online to Wikipedia, which is a good online encyclopedia, I'm gonna read some things I found today.
Really, really good. Read that list. So let's get the reading out there. In the Bible and Enoch. And then, oh, you want to do this list? Yeah, because we got some good stuff to read in the Word and the Book of Enoch. Okay, go ahead.
Let's go. Okay, flat. This is under
I can help
the
you.
subject of flat Earth on Wikipedia, and it says as follows: the flat Earth model is an archaic composition of the Earth's shape as a plane or disk.
Mm-hmm.
So the ancient world, including the authors of the Bible, the Hebrews, never viewed the earth as a globe.
That's right. Say it again.
The ancient people of the earth never viewed the earth as a globe. Never. That is a completely new idea.
500 times.
About 600 to 500 years old. Around the 14 or 1500s that came around.
Yeah. Who was that?
As a plane or disk. Many ancient cultures
Go ahead.
subscribed
Mm-hmm.
or agreed or were in agreement with to a flat earth. Including Greece until classical period, the Bronze Age and the Iron Age, civilizations of the Near East until the Hellenistic period, India until the Upia period.
Now you can read the word when we get to it. Go ahead, Josh.
Even early centuries AD and China until the 17th century paradigm was also typically held in Aboriginal cultures in America. And the notion of a flat earth, the notion, the idea of a flat earth domed by the firmament.
So how can something be spinning if
In
it's dome?
a shape of an inverted bowl
Oh, we just showed him.
was common in pre-scientific. So before these lying scientists came around, everyone knew the truth that the earth was flat.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see this photograph
Right
on
there,
my
right there, right there,
phone,
Josh. No, come back. No, go up. No, go closer. Now come down. Right there, stop. Right there, stop. Stop. Right there. Look at that. Look at
Now-
the picture we found.
this is a photograph of what people understood at a time.
See that man putting his finger through the dome? And what did he find, Josh? What was it, ice?
So, and the inscription underneath this, now how old is this image? This firmament engraving was from 1888. Now, this ain't that long ago. This is about 130, 40 years ago, 1888. So even in the 1800s,
Mm-hmm.
people still understood the earth to be a flat dish. The depicts a traveler who arrives at the edge of a flat earth and sticks his hand through the firmament, showing you that they understood that the firmament was clear.
You could put your almost not a hand, but he had something in his hand, right? Okay.
The idea of a spherical earth appeared in Greek philosophy in the 6th century AD through pre-Socrates, Socrates, 6th and 5th and 6th and 5th century BC retained the earth, the flat earth model. Aristotle provided evidence. Aristotle, not people who wrote the Bible, because all the people who wrote the Bible believed that the earth was flat. But Aristotle, who was a Greek philosopher, Aristotle provided evidence for a spherical shape of the earth and empirical grounds. In other words, he couldn't prove it. He just gave like evidence for it, but he couldn't prove it because he knew that the earth wasn't flat, wasn't round. He knew it was flat. Now, if we look at this, is an old clay artifact here that I'm about to show. Now, this artifact was found in the Middle East, in the East. Now, if we look at this artifact, what we see,
go ahead. Right there, Josh.
What we see is some writing on it, and underneath that is a flat Earth model.
Look at that.
Now, this is thousands and thousands of years old. So this was a clear example of what the people of the ancient world viewed the earth as. So
if that's thousands of years old, then the Bible can't be wrong either.
This is an image, Moody, Babylonian map, the oldest known world map. This is the oldest known world map. 5th and 6th century BC Babylon. So the ancient Babylonians did not believe the earth was round. They believed that the earth was flat because everyone knew that, even the Hebrews. That's why the Hebrew scriptures tell you that the earth is flat. In early Egyptian and Mesopotamian thought, the earth was portrayed as a flat disk. The earth was not portrayed as a globe, but the earth or the world was portrayed as a flat disk floating in the ocean. A similar model is found in the Homeric account of the 8th century, which was
That could be the Iliad.
Okay.
the personified body of water surrounding the circular surface of the earth is the begetter of all life and possibly of all gods. The Israelites, the
Hebrews
had a similar cosmology of which the earth the Israelites,
The Hebrews.
the Jews that wrote the Bible had a similar cosmology or idea of the heavens, which the earth was a flat disk floating on water beneath an arched firmament, separated by it from the heavens.
Wow. Wow.
I'll read that again.
Awesome. No, wait, stop.
Wait.
Wait, you read it one time. I'm going to say something that me and you experienced ourselves at the ocean. Get finish.
I'll read that again.
No, read it.
The Israelites,
You're gonna like this.
the Israelites, not the Greeks, not the Arabs, but the Israelites, the ancient Hebrew Israelites, who we know as the black people today. So they viewed the Israelites had a similar cosmology of which the earth was as a flat, not round, not globe, not spherical, but as a flat disk floating on water beneath an arched or domed firmament, separating it from the heavens.
Wow.
On pillars.
No, my son and I were at the ocean, and we were doing some work at the ocean, Josh. And I'm telling you, the Most High's honest truth. We sat there. Now we didn't say that we could see the dome, but you can actually really see it. You can see, not that it's breakable, but you can see it. If you stare long enough, do it yourself on a clear day at the ocean, you'll see it dropping. You'll see it very, very slightly, but you'll see it if you know what to look for.
Now, the pyramid text and the coffin text reveal that the ancient Egyptians believed that the ocean was a circular body surrounding a nabat, a term meaning dry lands or islands, and therefore believed a similar ancient Near Eastern culture, earth cosmology surrounded by water.
Just a half a list. Get some for yourself too if you want.
So the ancient Egyptians, who were demon worshippers, also believed and knew that the earth was surrounded by waters, a flat disk with land in the middle, surrounded by waters and ice.
Wow.
Open your, I'm going to read a little more off of this because this is good.
You wanna
Open
go?
our Bibles. We're going to open our
Really?
Bibles.
Oh, Jesus, that's right.
Mom?
No, leave.
We're going to open our Bibles
To where, Josh?
to Genesis 1. We're going to jump around a little bit tonight. Now, I'm going to read a little more of this, then we're going to go into the scriptures.
Hold on, I want to say something. I hope you're getting a hold of this tonight. Viewers, please. You don't have to be in doubt anymore.
Ancient Mediterranean. Now, this is going into the areas around Greece, Italy, Germany. What did Europe believe about the earth? Both Homer, which is a recognized Greek poet, and Hesiod described a flat. So these are pagans now. So these heathens.
Stop. Besides the truth we told you in the Bible and
what we're about to read from the Bible.
Okay. If they knew it and the Hebrews knew it, well, go ahead.
Both Homer and Hesiod described a flat disk cosmology on the shield of Achilles. The poet tradition of an earth encircling sea, oceans, and a flat disk also appears in Cyrenius of Cyprus. Homer's description of the flat disc cosmetology of a shield of Achilles with an enclosing ocean repeated far later, AD 400, countries, nations of the Trojan War. Here's another ancient image of what the Greeks understood the earth to be.
Right there, stop. Closer, right there.
So as we can see, the Greeks saw the earth as flat, with oceans surrounding the land. Thiels thought that the earth floated in water like a log. It has been argued, however, that the Thiels actually believed in a round earth. But okay, this Greek poet or philosopher believed that the earth was a short circular with a flat circular top that remained stable. Wait a minute.
Moves.
No. With a flat circular top that remains stable.
Spins.
Remains stable because it has the same distance from all things. Wait a minute.
Awesome. That is awesome.
So now this other man believed that the earth is flat and rides on air in the same way that the sun and moon and the other heavenly bodies, which are all fairly freely ride on the air because of their flatness. Now this other man, let's see what these are all Greek philosophers. None of them believed that the earth was flat. I mean, the earth was round. The earth is flat. This other Greek philosopher who lived 500 years before Christ thought that the earth was flat with its upper side touching the air and its lower side extending without limit, or the depth of the earth. Belief in a flat earth continued into the 5th century BC. And we can continue with that later.
Okay, this is awesome.
So we have clearly shown you through Hebrew history and through definitions that the earth is a flat dish or disc with a domed firmament or a hemispheric dome over it, with the oceans and the land in the middle, the oceans surrounded by ice.
Awesome.
And we're going to prove all of that according to the Bible.
Genesis 2.
Genesis 6. Genesis 1.
Oh, 1, I'm sorry. Genesis 1. Where?
Verse 6.
Okay, Genesis 1 and verse 6. Ready? And the Most High said, let there be a firmament.
Now we understand, according to Josephus, who was a Hebrew, a Hebrew historian, the firmament is a crystalline dome covering the earth. So Or we can say it like this. The Hebrew word defines firmament as a visible arch.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know what an arch is. It goes like this and down.
That's right.
Read.
And let it divide.
Let it what?
Divide.
Let it rotate.
Let it divide.
Let it rotate.
Divide.
Let it divide.
The
Read.
waters from the waters.
So the heavenly, the sky from the
Mhm.
earthly waters on the earth. Read.
And Ahayah, Most High, made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament.
Read.
And it was so.
And it was so.
That's
read.
why it rains. And Ahayah called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day.
So what verse is that? 8?
We're 8, yeah, we're at 8.
Okay, now let's go to the book of Job.
Job.
And many people have read the beginning of Job and not really understood what it means.
Read, Josh. Job read.
Job chapter.
I'm reading the whole book now. It's really good. It's really good.
Let's go to Job.
The book of Job? Or Job?
Job 1:6.
Okay, the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Now, there was a day of Ahayah came to present themselves before the Most High. And Satan came also among them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High said unto Satan, whence comest thou?
Now, let's pay close attention for signs
Mhm.
of the earth in Satan's reply.
Then Satan answered the Most High and said, from going around.
From going what?
From going around.
From going what?
From going to and fro.
To and fro is up and down.
In the earth.
No, to and fro is across.
To and fro in the earth.
Around the earth.
In the earth. And from walking up and down in it.
Okay.
So you can only go this way, this way, this way, this way.
Now, this is what
According to the
Satan,
word.
not only did cultures know that the devil knows the earth is flat. Now,
Doesn't the word say he knows the Bible and trembles? He knows the word and trembles? Okay.
let's go to Job 9, verse 6.
All right, 9:6. Job 9:6. Tony, you want to read that one verse? Job 9, verse 6, Tony.
Which shaketh the earth out of her place,
Mhm.
Okay.
and the pillars thereof tremble.
No, the roundness trembles.
Mm.
The pillars thereof tremble.
So the pillars are trembling. Ever see it like in those Greek movies?
Yeah.
Those buildings are going to come down. Those Greek, God built, and they're all shaking. The pillars.
Yeah.
That's not a metaphor. That's reality.
Now, we'll continue in the book of Job, but hold on. Let's get this precept
Sure.
out of the book of 1 Samuel 2, verse 8.
All right.
Let's see what Samuel. Now, these are, remind you, these are Hebrews.
1 Samuel 2:8, right?
First
2:8.
1 Samuel 2:8. Oh, got it, Josh. All right, 1 Samuel, verse 2. Oh, first what, Josh?
Samuel 2:8.
Oh, Samuel 2.
First Samuel.
2:8. Okay, I got it. 1 Samuel 2:8. 1 Samuel 2:8. Ready? I got it underlined. Ready?
Uh-huh.
He raises up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill.
Uh-huh.
To set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars.
For the what?
For the pillars.
So for the what?
Pillars.
For the pillars
Of the earth are the Most High's.
are the Most High's or the Lord's. Read.
And he has set.
He has what?
And he has set.
He has what?
He has spinned.
He has floated.
He has set the world upon them.
Mm.
You argue with the word, you got a problem. Anybody who argues with his word has got a major problem.
Now let's reread Job 9 and 6. Dad.
All right, Job 9 and 6. Okay, let's go to Job 9 and 6. Now let's read that again. Job 9, 6. I'll read this starting. Ready? Follow. Which shaketh the earth out of her place.
So that's what happens when earthquakes happen.
Come on.
That's the earth shaking.
That's right. And the pillars thereof tremble.
Wow. So
wow.
We get a completely different view of the earth.
Wait, and that's not to bash anyone who's listening
who may believe in a spherical earth.
Yeah.
You've been misled.
You've been misled. You've been deceived. Is right.
Now.
And you know what? It might even be deception. It's just some people just don't see it right away, Josh. And some people do. That's all.
Now. Now let's go into Job chapter 26, verse 10 and 11. Now this is
Job 26, 10 and 11.
This is describing the oceans and the flat earth. Read.
Where's that pen? Hold on, wait.
26,
Hold
9
on.
and 10, right?
9 and 10, right?
No, 10 and 11.
Oh, 10 and 11. Okay, good. Because it's important to. All right, ready? Job 26, 10 and 11. He hath compassed the waters with bounds.
He has what?
He hath compassed the waters with boundaries.
So the boundaries are the Arctic.
Okay.
Or the ice ring around the earth.
Come on. Until the day and night come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
The pillars.
The what?
The pillars.
The what?
The pillars.
The pillars
of heaven tremble
uh-huh.
and are astonished at his reproof. Hey, you know what this means? Come to until the day and night come to an end. When day meets night, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Job 28, 24.
Job 28, 24. Job 28, 24. He looketh to the ends.
He looketh to the roundness.
He looketh to the ends of the earth and seeth under the whole.
Wait, he seeth around.
He seeth under.
Around.
Under.
Around.
Under the whole heaven.
Read.
Okay, going. To make the weight for the winds, and he weigheth the waters by measure. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
When he made a decree for the rain and a way for the lightning of the thunder.
Wow.
Well, that's great, Josh. That's awesome.
Now let's go to Job 37, 3.
And there's a lot more than just in Job. What is it, Josh? 27 what?
37 and 3rd verse.
37, 3. Hold on. This is awesome. 37, 3. Ready? Oh, I got it underlined. Ready? Job 37, 3. He directed it it under the whole heaven, and his lightning unto the ends of the earth. A round ball cannot have ends. And that's not a metaphor. Remember when we were Christians, right? Someone told me, Pat, to the end of the world, that means you're on the other side of the globe. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I like 38 too. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Josh. Job 38:4. Look at this, Joe. Look at 5. Job 38:5.
Go ahead.
Or who had stretched the line upon it? All right. Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened. Fastened. Don't move. Or who laid the cornerstone? Remember, right? The foundation, the cornerstone of Christ. Or who laid?
Wait, hold on.
This is good. Look at that, and they all shouted for joy. Isn't that awesome, Tony?
Yeah.
That is awesome. That's something to be joyful about, not to argue about. When the word proves it, you ought to be joyful. Not arrogant, not puffed up. I know it all. Don't bash people. Don't bash anyone. I'm going to read that again. Job 38:4. Where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Where were you, Job? Since you can tell about the earth, you think you know about it. Declare. Come on, tell me. Explain. If thou hast understanding. Who hath laid the measures thereof? If thou knowest, no, you don't know. Nobody knows it all. Or who hath stretched the line upon it, the plumb line? Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened.
Rotating.
Fastened.
Spinning.
That's good. That's good, Josh. That's good tonight. That's good. I think they got the idea.
No,
we
we
can
got
go
more.
Yeah, we can go more and more and more and more and more. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stay on a little longer tonight.
Let's go to Job 37:18.
All right. 37:18. Job 37:18. Hast thou with him stretched out the sky,
So the Most High made the heavens, read,
which is strong,
which is strong, read.
and as a molten looking glass. Wow.
Wait a minute.
As a look at
So
that.
because we read in the book of Josephus that the sky is a crystalline firmament. So crystalline means that it's a molten looking glass.
Wow.
So
Like stained glass.
Hey, you got to hit 19.
so the sky is like a glass, like the glass, a crystal glass or a wine glass. It's clear.
Wow. Listen, here's what happens to those who are puffed up in the word and claim they know it all. Watch this. And I'm not pointing the finger at anyone. I'm just saying for anybody out there. I was the same way when I was a Christian too. Hast thou with him spread out the sky, watch, which is strong and as a molten looking glass. Watch this. Teach us what we shall say unto him, for we cannot order our speech by reason of darkness. Shall it be told him that I speak? If a man speak, surely he shall be swallowed up.
Okay.
You know what he's saying? Wait, I want to say what he's saying here. You know what he's saying? If you're speaking against the word, sooner or later, you're going to be swallowed up. I'll give you a better verse. What's this? Justified, right? And you're condemned by your words.
Now, let's get some more scriptures.
Go ahead, Josh.
Let's go to. Let's go to First Chronicles.
Oh,
First.
wait. And break up for it in my decreed place and set bars and doors. Wow.
Now,
First Chronicles chapter.
First Chronicles 16, 29, and 30.
All right, Chronicles is this way, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Chronicles
Was it Josh?
16,
First Chronicles?
16,
Uh-huh.
19, 20, right?
Say it again, Tony.
First Chronicles 16, 19, and 20. was it?
Okay.
29 and 30.
Oh, 29,
See,
30.
all right, First Chronicles 16. You said 29 and 30, right? Yeah, I got it on the line. Almost 29. I got 30. Okay, ready?
29 and 30.
Ready? Give unto the Most High the glory due unto his name. Bring an offering.
So, what glory is there in the Most High's creation if the earth is spinning around an axis, rotating through a universe? Where is the Most High in that?
Dizzy. I know he's not dizzy.
That's why you can push atheism if you believe. That's why atheists have such a easy time pushing their religion on people or their belief system, because in their worldview, the earth doesn't have a God in it.
Wow.
Because the earth is so removed from God, you got to go light years and light years and light years away to get to him.
Wow.
But since the earth is flat, that makes God pretty much right on top of you. Which, see, that's what scares atheists and the agnostics and the NASA program. They don't want God right above them looking at them.
Now, what's this?
Wait.
I know, but this is, you're right. When I read this should make you joyful. Yeah, Josh. Good.
The atheists who run NASA and all these observation places, they don't want you to think that the Most High is right above you looking at you. So they make you believe that he's so far away, he's disconnected from his creation.
All right, Josh, hold on. I want to ask you something for our viewers too. So, Josh, does this have something to do with our salvation then? It does, doesn't it? It has to. Because if the scientists and the world leaders are trying to detach us from our power, right? So the flat earth is a good resource to do it, isn't it? To deny it, that it's flat.
To deny, to make you think it's round.
Yeah, Hinendo was right. He was absolutely right.
Now, I wouldn't, not everything in the Bible deals with salvation.
Right.
Although, I would say this. Can you follow the Most High and have a conception of a wrong conception of the shape? Of course. You will not go to hell because you believe the earth is flat. You will go to, you will have a less chance of making it if you break the commandments and continue to live against the Most High.
Right.
Now,
you're not going to hold that against someone.
I will say this. You'll be shocked when you see that the earth is flat, or when you see it from heaven, when you are judged. So it's better that you believe it now than later.
Let me read this. Worship the Most High in the beauty of holiness. 30. Fear before him all the earth. The world also
The
shall,
the what?
The world.
The
also,
globe.
The world.
The globe.
The world.
The what?
The world also shall be stable.
Shall be spinning.
Stable.
Rotating.
Stable.
Read.
That it be not moved. So if you're going to defy the word, then either you're deceived or you're defying the word.
Proverbs.
Wait. Just look how you're supposed to be over this, Tony. Let the heavens be glad and let the earth rejoice. and let men say among the nations, the Most High reigneth. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's joyfulness right there. You know? Why? Where are we going, Josh? I think we should be joyful, Tony, that we know it's flat. He says it right there. You should be.
Uh-huh.
Is Chronicles David?
No, no, Chronicles,
Is a history
on all
of the kings.
Of the kings. Okay. Well, David was king, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Because it sounds like his writings in Psalms.
Let's go to Proverbs 8, verse 27.
8:27. 8. You know, I got this old.
8:27.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 8:27. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass.
When he what?
When he set a compass.
Or a circle this way.
Upon the face of the earth, of the depth. The face of the depth.
Mm-hmm.
When he established the clouds above.
When he established the clouds around.
Above.
Around.
Above. Wow, that's good, Josh. I didn't see that before. Above. That's right. When he strengthened it, the fountains of the deep.
He gave to the sea his decree that the water should not pass his commandment.
All right.
And he appointed the what?
Foundations.
The rotations.
The foundation.
The rotations.
The foundations.
Of the what?
Of the earth.
There it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Now we got some more for you.
Sure.
We're going to show you the word. Let's go to the great book of Psalms.
All right.
Let's see what Let's see what David has to say.
Oh, yeah.
About the flat earth.
Yes, sir. David, where, Josh?
Which psalm?
What psalm, Josh?
50.
Psalms. Psalms Let's go to Psalms 90.
I was close here.
6.
Okay. All right, Psalms 96.
And verse. Let's read 4 and 5, then skip to verse 10.
All right, Psalms 96, 4 and 5, I got a circle, and then 10, I got a circle. Are you ready? Got it, Tony? For the Most High is great and greatly to be praised. For all the gods of the nations are idols. Is that what you want to read, Josh?
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
Okay.
But see, all the demons of the earth or the fallen angels know even that the earth is flat.
That's right. Okay, ready, 10. Say among the heathen that the Most High reigneth. The world also shall be established.
The movable.
Established.
Read.
That it shall not be moved. And that's not a personality or a feeling. No, don't move me that way. No, that's not what he's talking about.
Psalms 98:3.
98:3. Let's see what it says. He hath remembered his mercy and his truth toward the house of Israel.
Towards the house of everybody. Now, anybody can believe and follow commandments, but the covenant and the law was given to Israel. Read. Start the verse over.
He hath remembered his mercy and his truth. Truth is the law. We know that.
And Christ.
That's right. Toward the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth.
All the what?
All the roundness of the earth.
All the globe of the earth.
All the ends of the earth.
All the what? ends of
have
the
seen,
have what?
have seen
So for you to see
salvation.
see Christ coming,
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's good, John. Go ahead.
for you to see Christ coming, you can't see him coming on a round spherical earth.
Right.
The earth has to be flat.
You're gonna like this. Remember Pastor Marshall? You know, he told us, a pastor from the Christian church. He said when Christ comes, he's gonna come back so fast, he's gonna go around the world. Everybody's gonna see him.
No.
That's right. He didn't know. That's okay.
So
All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our power.
Psalms 93, verse
That was good, John.
1.
93:1. The majesty of the Most High. The Most High reigneth. He is clothed with majesty.
Mm.
The Most High is clothed with strength, wherewith he hath girded himself.
He has what?
Girded himself.
He has girded himself. Read.
Girded, that's right. The world,
The what?
the world,
The globe.
the world
The globe
also is established.
is spinning.
It's established
Spinning.
that it.
Rotating.
It's established
Mm.
that it cannot be moved. You know what they think that is when they read that? You know what I thought to Christians? You know, established, like the government, Tony. No, I don't mean that.
Now,
This is physical stuff we're talking about.
this is Isaiah 66:1.
Awesome. This is good, Josh.
Isaiah chapter 66, that, and read just the first verse.
Thus saith the Most High.
Thus saith the Most High.
He's saying it. The heaven is my throne.
So the heaven is what the sphere, the hemispheric dome, or the dome, or the firmament is the throne. So
I just saw some. Yeah,
that's another reason atheism and atheists push the round earth, because they don't want the idea of a spiritual power over them looking at them.
Wow. That's right.
So they make you think that he's somewhere millions of light years away from you.
That's awesome.
So they can get away from, see, the way they're living. Because
what's this, Josh? Thus saith the Most High Power. The heaven is my throne. What's this? Now, what do you do with a footstool? You put your foot on it. So if you put your foot on a footstool,
it has to be
he's going to spin around.
flat. Think about it like this. When you have a recliner and you're sitting on a throne or that seat, and you pull the handle on the recliner out, what does it do? It pops the footstool of the recliner or the throne out for you to prop your feet up on.
That's right.
So what is the earth? The earth is the footstool of the Most High.
Right.
So he put in
is our power stupid where he's going to put his foot on the footstool and he's going to spin him around?
Or is he going to sit on a spinning globe?
We have fun here.
So we got some New Testament precepts.
Yeah, good. Let's go.
Before we go there, let's go to Isaiah 40.
Okay, Isaiah 40.
We're having fun tonight. Isn't the Most High good?
Yeah, he really is.
It's fun when you bring the truth.
Yeah, that's right.
And like we said, the Most High,
we don't know it all.
The Most High
Nobody
isn't going
knows
to
it all.
burn you in hell for believing that the
Right.
earth is
Yeah,
a globe, but it's not the truth.
right. That's all.
It's something all of us, like Christianity, we have been misled.
That's all.
And the Bible shows you, and world history and Israelite history shows you the earth was never viewed as a globe. It was always viewed as a flat disk or plane surrounded by waters and ice.
Wow.
Isaiah 40.
Oh, it said 40. I'm sorry.
No, I said Isaiah
40. 40. Did you say 44? Okay, 40. Okay.
Isaiah 40, 21.
I got it. 21. Right here. All right, Isaiah 40, verse 21. Have ye not known?
Have ye not? So the Most High is the prophet Isaiah, who was a Jew, who wrote that the earth is flat, Isaiah 66,
That's
1.
right.
Now he's going to say something else about the flat earth.
Have ye not known?
So have you not known this, people? Read.
Have ye not heard?
Have you not heard this?
Had it not been told you from the beginning?
So from Genesis 1, 6 and 7, have you not known what the earth looks like? So have you scientists know that the earth is not round? You scientists know the earth is flat.
Oh yeah.
But let's see what Isaiah has to say. Read.
Have you not understood from?
Have you not what?
Understood.
Have you not what?
Understood.
Have you not understood from the what?
From the foundations.
From the roundness.
From the foundation.
From the globe.
From the foundation.
From the spinning.
From the foundation of the earth.
From the foundation of the earth. Read.
It is he that sitteth upon the circle,
or the compass,
come on,
or the round, or the circle of the earth,
flat of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers.
How could God, the Most High, see all the earth, all the people on the earth if it's a spinning globe?
We gotta keep reading this.
Wait a minute. That just said a mouthful. How can the Most High see everybody on the earth if the earth is spinning at 60,000 miles an hour? No, it's spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, rotating around the sun at 60,000 miles an hour, and spinning through the galaxy at 100,000 miles an hour. So it's apparently moving at 160,000 miles an hour right now, but you can't feel it.
Yeah, you're dizzy out there. Inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers that stretcheth out the heavens.
He what?
That stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain.
So when you stretch out a curtain, is a curtain around? You know, you stretch it out straight to cover something.
Can't cover around the curtain.
Uh-huh.
And spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. Wow.
Now let's go to the New Testament.
All right.
Let's go to Christ. What did Christ describe the earth as?
Wow.
Let's see if he says the earth is round, or does he say it's flat?
Come on.
Matthew 5:34. Are we having fun tonight?
Yeah.
Isn't the Most High good when he
sure is?
See, the Most High is so exact, he's not going to let no confusion no doubt enter your mind about his creation.
That's right.
He wants you to know,
what
his creation is.
That's right. Matthew what, Josh?
5:34.
5:34.
Okay, let's hit it. 5. Matthew 5. I probably got this underlined too.
34.
Do I? Yeah, I do. I think. 30. Hold on. I got 33. I got 35. Wish. Oh, here it is already. Okay, Matthew 5:30. Matthew 5:34. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is the most powerful throne.
So wait a minute. Doesn't this sound familiar? What is Christ quoting from?
Wow.
Christ is quoting from Isaiah 66 and verse 1.
That's right.
This is the same thing we just read in Isaiah that he's quoting from. So he says, the heavens are the throne or the chair of the Most High. Read.
Right. For it is the highest throne, nor by the earth.
Nor by the globe.
The earth.
The globe.
The earth.
The globe.
The earth.
Read.
For it is his footstool.
It is his what?
Footstool.
Rotating object.
Footstool. Neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king.
So
awesome.
Now let's go to the great book of Acts. Let's see what the apostles, let's see what, now this apostle is the apostle,
Paul? No.
The guy that was stoned by the Sanhedrin with Paul. Paul stoned him with the Pharisees before he was converted.
Stephen.
Let's see what how Stephen described the earth.
Okay.
Acts 7, 49,
749. Sorry.
48.
748. Okay, hold on. All right, 748. I probably got this on the right turn.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe not.
48, Dad.
48.
When
I
you
got
find it.
I got it. Ready? Okay, you got it, Tony? Okay, Acts 7:48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet.
So which prophet is this? This is, see,
Isaiah.
so Isaiah is quoted twice in the New Testament concerning the shape of the earth. Once Matthew 5:34 and 35,
That's right.
and here in Acts 7:49. Read. This is all a quote from Isaiah 66:1.
Right. Heaven is my throne.
Heaven is a seat. Read.
Come on. The earth is my footstool.
The earth is what?
My footstool.
What have ye built me, saith the Most High.
Well, yeah. Awesome.
Since the earth is what I sit back in my throne in heaven and I put my feet on the earth. And I got one more precept.
All right.
We everyone have time for one more scripture?
Yeah.
Let's go.
We went through a lot tonight, so if you couldn't listen to all of it tonight, we have another, right? We have another message on the flat earth. So keep listening to them. Okay. What, Josh? It don't take no scholar to find it in the word. It just takes patience and prayer. And being led by the Holy Spirit. Wow. Acts even said it here too. Yea, ye took up this tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your god Remphan. Figures which ye made to worship them. Wow. Watch out. Okay, where we going? Okay, we're gonna close with one more scripture.
This is describing the firmament again.
Okay.
Now let's see what John has to say.
Oh yeah.
The Revelator.
Oh, Revelation.
Revelations 4 verse 6.
Okay, 4:6.
Revelation 4 verse 6, everybody.
All right, Revelation 4, verse 6. Hold on.
And again, some of these scriptures we read as Christians, but we really never really understood until now what they really meant.
Wow, that's right.
We
Josh.
always thought of
that.
it
Look
like
at the words in there, Josh. Okay, speak, Josh.
we always thought of and again, we read in Job 37 that the sky is a molten looking glass. Now let's see what John says about the sky.
Okay, ready?
No, let's actually start with verse 5.
Okay.
Revelation 4:5.
And out of the throne proceeded, I'm just going to tell you to do this, lightnings and thunderings and voices.
So when John he's seen the Most High sitting on his throne, right?
Wow, yeah.
And
This
brother, actually no, we're going to finish in Enoch.
All right.
We're going to read these two, then we're going to read Enoch.
Okay. And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voices. And there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of Ahayah. And before the throne, there was a sea of glass.
There was a what?
Sea of glass.
Now the sea of glass is the sky above us.
Come on.
That the earth. Now again, like I said about atheists, they don't want you to know the earth is flat, or the government, because they don't want you to know that the Most High is watching you.
Wow.
That scares them. So they want you to think he's somewhere out floating around in space.
Yeah.
Millions of billions of miles away.
Yeah.
Because
detached
when he's right above looking at your every movement.
Wow.
That scares people.
Yeah. It does.
They don't want God looking at them
Wow.
because they know they ain't right.
Wow. Watch out. Which okay, there was a sealed glass like unto that word crystal that you found in the dictionary.
Which was like unto crystal.
Now they use the word crystal here, but what was that word you found?
In Josephus,
Yeah.
he uses the word crystalline,
Crystalline.
which means molten looking glass.
Wow. Wow.
So the sky is glass. That's why you can see through it.
Wow.
And not only can you see through it, but God can look down at you through the sky.
Right.
Ain't that awesome that he can watch his
That's why we
children,
have to be
his
right.
creation?
Mhm.
And in the midst of the throne, round about were four. Now, before we go into Enoch, to close our lesson on the flat earth, let's get Jude. Let's confirm the book of Enoch with the Bible.
All right. Jude.
Jude
The book
1.
before Revelation.
Which verse?
It's probably 16, I think, or 14.
Jude 1, 14 and 15.
Okay, ready? Jude, chapter what?
1, 14.
1:14. Right. I'm sorry. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Most High cometh with 10,000s of his saints.
So, where is this prophecy found in the Bible? We don't read about anything about Enoch prophesying in the modern Bibles we have. But if you go online and you get
The book
the
of
book
Enoch.
of Enoch,
It's not the Bible.
If you look at the most ancient, even the earliest Bibles, the Bible included the book of Enoch.
If
this was canonical.
That's right. You better believe it was canonical because you have to find like precept. Where else is he in there except for Enoch?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, he's in Genesis somewhere, isn't he?
Uh-huh.
Right. But that's it. So you have to find out about his life and you have to do history. Okay, ready? Seven from Adam prophesied these, saying, Behold, the Most High cometh with 10,000 of his saints to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed.
Now, let's go to Enoch, to one more about Enoch. Hebrews 11:5.
Hebrews 11:5. Mary up. Hebrews 11:5. Okay, got it, Tony? Hebrews 11:5. Ready? Hebrews 11:5, folks. By faith, Enoch.
By faith, who?
By faith, he got money. By faith, Enoch was translated, not see death, and was not found, because Ahayah hath translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High.
So before we read, I want my dad to follow. Let's show them what Enoch saw.
Just show me.
Before we read what I want to show about the flat earth and Enoch, in Jude, let's read Enoch 1, verse 9 and 10.
Okay.
This is what Enoch chapter 1.
If you're new listening to us, you have to get these books. This is the Bible. You see that? Enoch, book 1.
Enoch chapter 1, verse 9, Dad.
And behold, he cometh with 10,000 of his holy ones to execute judgment upon all and to destroy all the ungodly. I like it. I like this. And to convict all flesh of all the works of their ungodliness, which they have ungodly committed, and of all the hard things which ungodly sinners have spoken against him.
So now let's go to Enoch chapter 18.
Chapter 18, where would that be? Where would 18 be?
18 is an X, a V, and 3 1s.
And X would be right here.
Hold on, let me get it. X, V, 10, 15.
And I saw the end of the earth, the firmament of the heaven above. And I proceeded and saw a place which burns day and night. That one, John?
Enoch chapter 18,
Yeah. Verse what?
start with verse 1.
Okay. Enoch chapter 18, verse 1. I saw the treasuries of all the winds. I saw how he had furnished with them the whole creation and the firm foundations.
The what?
Firm.
The what?
Firm.
The firm
Firm
or the
doesn't
pillars.
move. Right.
The pillars.
That's
Read,
right.
read.
And the firm foundations of the earth. That means pillars.
And read that.
And I saw
the what?
And I saw the cornerstone.
The globe.
The cornerstone.
The globe.
The cornerstone of the earth. I saw the four winds which bear the earth and the firmament of the heaven.
Read.
And I saw how the winds stretch out the vaults.
The vaults.
Oh, that's great.
Like
heaven.
a vaulted ceiling.
Wow.
That's what heaven is.
Wow. That's awesome. And have their station.
Their station.
Between heaven and earth.
Read.
These are the pillars of the heaven.
These are the pillars of the heaven.
Wow. And I saw the winds of heaven which turn and bring the circumference of the sun and all the stars of their setting. Sorry.
And I saw the winds upon the earth carrying the clouds. I saw the paths of the angels. I saw the ends of the earth.
I saw it at the end.
So I saw at the end of the earth the firmament of the heaven above.
Wow.
And I proceed and saw a place which burns, which is hell.
Wow.
So
day and night.
So as we clearly shown through history and through bibliography and ancient historical societies other than the Hebrews, the earth was never viewed as a round spinning globe.
Never. That's NASA. Anybody who's teaching that is listening to the world. So we want to really say thank you for tuning in tonight.
Great. Yep.
And we want to say peace be unto you. Josh, say goodbye in Hebrew, and in case we have some Hebrew brothers listening.
We say all praises to Ahayah, bahashem Yashayah, and we say awake Israel. We say Shemi, yashrarlla, Ahayah, alahayahnawa, Ahayah acaad. Shemi, yashrarlla, Ahayah, alahayahnawa, Ahayah acaad. Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our God, is one. And Shalom.
Shalom.